Hello there everyone, and welcome to bitparade.co.uk's look at Lost Dimension. This is I guess a strategy RPG that's out on the PlayStation Vita and PS3. I'm playing the Vita version. I'm playing it on a Vita TV to capture this. I'm not sure whether I prefer it on the handheld or the Vita TV. I quite like playing it on a TV, just sort of sitting back and relaxing. But the handheld, obviously, if you're doing other things, it's pretty tempting. I've been, particularly as I'm trying to play through it for review. It's a good means to play a game that you could do other things. Also, we have tried, or I've live streamed this a couple of times, and I can't use those videos unfortunately because there's added delay, and one of them didn't have any game audio and stuff. So it not ideal, but yeah. So the way we'll get to how the game plays, but the plot of it is, as you can see, room full of us here. We all kind of have mutant powers, but they're not mutant powers as such. But they all have. Actually, let's back out of here. Let's show you the skill tree. So gifts. So they all have gifts. So I have the gift of foresight, and you can see I've got premonition there and stuff. And this is your skill tree. Every couple of levels you get a point to spend, and I've spent one here. Oh, so this stuff, we'll get to this. So she has fire as a power, which I guess is kind of unique kind of power. I'm not entirely sure. Well, oh yeah, he can control magnetic fields, which doesn't come in as useful as it could. She's blessed with like ultra strength and stuff, and she can take a lot of damage, particularly if you spend some points on fortify and things like that, and she can recover some health and stuff. She can fly basically, really good for movement and getting behind enemies, because if you attack enemies from the back, that's quite useful. This guy, who you can't see a picture of because he's been erased, was my healer. And so what it turns out, if when someone's erased, you can take their powers and give them to someone else. What I thought that meant was, if I find a character, there we go. So she has air raid, but she needs combustion to unlock that, which is her power. So the fire girl's power. So I assume that was it. You spent the point on the fate materia, which he has rejuvenation, and it unlocks. I spent it on healing link. It turns out no, you get the power as well, so he can do all my healing for me. So it becomes it's a shame if a healing character, for example, is the first person to go, because I didn't get to learn poison or anything like that. But with a bit more time, I could have done a bit more. Knowing that now, maybe I would have spent more time with him leveling up or something, just to unlock some points or some skills. Yeah, so the erased part of it. So the way this works is we're climbing a tower, and if I go to gate, which is the next levels, you can see that we're not doing too badly. There's three story missions and 3 side quests. You unlock the last side quest after you do the final story mission. So we need to do the side quest to unlock the next mission. That's not all. I don't think that's been the way all the way through, but that's fine. But as you can see, they're getting increasingly more difficult. I did S rank that one though, so that's pretty good. But yeah, we've got a couple of floors left after this one. Once you do the 3rd mission, you go off and vote. And the way it works, it's kind of Danganronpa-esque, in that you can see the trust level. People like me, I'd say the healing guy wasn't the first guy off. This guy was the first guy off, and he was really annoying. So, also, everyone hates this guy, because he is an arsehole, but he now has healing abilities. So there is, every floor there is a traitor in your group, and you have to vote them off. Basically, you're not voting them off. You're they're getting presumably executed. They vanish, and their gift is left behind as a little box that you can equip to people. My criticism of that is that they don't do a good enough job of setting up. Bar the first guy who had, I don't know if he always goes first or what, but because what I will say is, don't worry that you're seeing characters that I've lost. Yours are going to be different. Apparently, this is what I was told anyway, is that or what I read from the PR stuff, is that it's different every time, it's random, so you can't cheat, you can't just go and look it up. What you have to do is, as you can see here, is put people in teams, and if there's 3 voices in your team, at the end, 3 dark voices, then you can, one of those people is the traitor. So you then have to switch it around and work out who it is, and it goes back quite a way. You can see that this character is safe. That is because I did a deep dive on him, which I have a point for, so let's do that now. And if it is them, then if it's not them, then they're marked to save. You can mark them as blue. You can change the colours on this, and so if you know it's not them, then mark them as blue. You kind of need to get it wrong, I think, or get all 3 in here all at once, because how would you know? You've got 5 to pick from. If you take one person out, it's going to take you forever. So it's not bad to get one wrong, spend a point, and then at least you have a starting point. So what we're going to do is we're going to do the deep vision. Partly because I want to test something here. So we've got 1 point that is now on 0. So if I'm wrong with this, then I'm screwed. But I think, well, I tested this on the handheld, and I uploaded the save beforehand. So I'm pretty sure this should be her. Just to spoil it, she should be the traitor, which is a shame because I've been getting on with her. So there's no real gameplay to this. All you do is you run towards them, and then they disappear, and then you chase them down, and you follow their text that's coming off them. And there we go. I should be bang in line now. So this is maybe not selling you on the game. I will say this, that I really like this game. What I don't like so much is the traitor aspect doesn't... It's great in Danganronpa, who the murderer is and stuff, because it just kind of it finds a reason, and it tells a story, and it's not always what you think, and it's legitimately surprising at times. This, so far anyway, has kind of just gone, this guy's a traitor, and you're like, well, why? What was his motivations? No reason. And what were they going to do? Were they going to kill everyone? I have no idea. So at some point I need to get one wrong, which I might do with this. I need to get everybody to, because you need to convince people to vote, which is where the sort of Danganronpa shit stuff comes in. Have I managed to mess this up? There we go. So here we go. And you can tell it's her because it's all greyed out. Usually it's not. So this is my power. This is what I do. He doesn't have a lot in battle that he can do. You do unlock some stuff. Other people have stuff kind of straight out the bat that's quite useful, including her. She can do quite a lot of damage straight away. She's actually become less useful. I don't know why. I couldn't work it out. I don't know if it's just the enemies in this area or what, but yeah, she's got the best weapons she can equip, and she's just not doing a lot of damage, unfortunately. So this is the sort of talking section. As you can see, everybody is happy. They all like me. Use them a lot in battle, mix them around, heal them, and talk to them. So the first two people you talk to will have this blue thing. So we'll talk to her. Because if you get them high enough level, what's supposed to happen is you get a bonus mission that's just for them. I've had it with one character, so I'm not going to talk to that character. Or I am going to talk to that character, but not in the first two. But I don't know if that's it, because there's other people who were and are higher than her in terms of trust, camaraderie, and I haven't unlocked anything for them. So this guy's good. I'm glad he's not a traitor yet. I'll be devastated when he is, because he not necessarily my favourite character in terms of actual character, but he, particularly early on, his dodge is ridiculous because he teleports, so he can pass through people. You get blocked off if people are in your way. You're blocked off, whereas he just passes through them. As long as he has solid ground to stand on, he can reappear, and his dodging was ridiculously good. It's not as good as it was. I was sort of hoping there would be a stat to increase there, but I don't know that there is. You see, we just got her to deal with. Yeah, so I'm tempted just to very quickly speed over this stuff just so we can get and do a mission. So we'll pick a. I don't really want to pick a story mission in case I spoil something. And the last story mission I did had what amounts to a cutscene, which is not something I particularly remember seeing before. So it's a good reminder that I'm still, I'm not finished with the game. So any sort of criticism I have is maybe a little early. The generator is where you buy weapons and stuff. I'm not gonna. I will at some point. Everyone's got the best weapons. They need better armor and stuff. I will do that at some point, but we probably won't need this. Need it through this. We got an S rank on this, so it's tempting to. Let's go and do. Let's do this. So. Okay, I don't actually remember which one it is, but you can see details tells you what you have to do. Basically, it's always the same: kill everyone, and this is so Dorm is the most powerful enemy that I've found in the game so far, or that I've encountered in the game. All the rest are fairly these are fairly powerful as well. Position. So this is where you pick your team. I'm gonna put her there because she is a bit of a tank. Zenji has to start because he is now my healer. We'll do Agito at 6, and Toya I used last time, Nagi I used last time, so we'll go with Marco and Yoko, who are similar to my character in terms of their weapons actually. So let's take one of them out. Let's take Marco out, and hopefully this won't take too long. I don't really want the video to be huge, but you'll see you'll see how it works hopefully. So I suspect the loading times on the PS3 might be a bit quicker. I also think it might look a little sharper, and it's not it's not unsmooth, but it's not jerky or anything. But yeah, so I'll show you with him, but he's yeah. So this is my character Show, and so you can see the character in front of me is blue. That's the enemy. If I go to attack, I'm definitely going to hit him. If I move closer, you can see the wood. Oh, maybe not. Maybe it's not going to happen. Let's see if I can move close to this guy. Yeah, you see the word counter appear? Basically, if I hit him, he's going to counter me. Or, sorry, if I attack him, he's going to counter me. Doesn't matter if I hit him or not. But we want to do a bit of damage to this guy. So hitting from the back is useful. We'll send him over as well with his shotgun. So what I should get is an assist. So we'll see this better with. See how you can teleport. He just goes through people. Really useful. So he's going to get countered, but if I hit attack, you'll see both of those are going to assist me. So if they both hit, I should kill this guy anyway. So I shouldn't get hit, but we'll see. Well, I don't even need to. See, he's a really good character. Really good. So we'll bring her over here. Oh, she can't reach. That was a mistake. Right, that's, yeah. Might as well just put her there then, and raise everybody's, well, not everybody's, but I think you should raise hers and his. Or it might just be his, unfortunately. So we're probably not going to kill this, but you will see me get counted at least. So we did pretty well, but she's, like I say, she's strong, so she can take that. Fortunately, enemy's turn. I don't know what it was doing, but yeah, the ones that can't reach us are just boosting their stats. These guys can do a lot of damage, so fortunately, now we should kill this. Yeah, good. So I kind of tend to just go, and that's basically how it plays, because that is basically how it plays. So let's do that, and there you go. I didn't actually plan for that, but so be it. I'm possibly, this will change, but I'm possibly making this look easier than it really is, because right, so he's going to get countered, unfortunately, but at least I've got both of these to do some damage as well. You might dodge it. No. So she's got 95% chance to hit there, which she did fortunately. So let's talk you through the stats and stuff. So obviously the green bar is health. GP is skill points, which is what you use your gift for. So gift is going to use 35, 30, 20. Here's the thing. The GP makes no difference. I've never come close to running out of GP. What's important is sanity. When you take damage, or when you use your skills or something, you use some of your sanity. You know, some of it goes. If you lose it enough, you go berserk, and so you'll attack everyone, and then you'll be stunned the next stage, so you're vulnerable. As a general rule, if you're stunned for any sort of length of time, you're dead. You know, you can't survive more than one turn, really, 2 turns. So we should be able just to teleport up here. There you go. His movement's crazy. He's really good. What we're trying to do actually is just coax some of this stuff down. Yeah, we can't really do anything else. So it's one of my issues with the game is that it's great having, in principle, having this layer of depth, but I'm not sure anything makes the most of it. It's not. I wouldn't say it was pointless, but okay. So what we're gonna do is we're all gonna back down now, because I wanted to coax these out so that I could. So let's just bring her back down here. He can basically go where he wants because he's got enough movement range that he'll get it back anyway. I think I've got a gift that will. There you go. Dodge my next attack. I know your moves. I'll tear him apart. He can link with people. So I'm gonna link with. It's tempting to go with her. I'm gonna move someone back first. I'm gonna move her back. I'll tear him apart. And then I'm gonna link. And this is where it gets a bit annoying. Is I couldn't do 2 turns there. I mean I can, but you see he's got heal over heal, healing link. Oh, healing link is his, but heal, overheal, and self-regenerate are the doctor guy's skills that I took. But what he's got is link, and so now he shares stats with her. So if I were to heal her, she'd get he would get health back as well. And raise his vitality. So I was under the impression, I'm sure I managed this, where I had multiple characters linked, and then for some reason in the last match it wasn't happening. When I was linking to someone else, it was overwriting, it was overwriting the others. So now this second guy here won't be able to get close to us because there's not enough room, basically just not enough room on the stairs. So we have a decision to make. Let's move everyone back a little bit further. We need to make sure the tank thing can't get to us. I don't mind the I don't mind everything else, but so you saw me link. What I'm tempted to do is now just link to him as well, and then we'll see what happens, because what I should be able to do if I pull over here, so he should be on 90 something now, she's on 96, so if I put her here as well, I should be able to let's move her a bit further over, let's move her here, is I can boost both of their stats. And in theory, the guy that I linked with her should. No, it's not working. So I'm sure it was working. I'm sure I did manage that. But in theory, the guy that linked with her should take the same sort of boosts as well. Not sure why I didn't do it, unless it's just a random chance. So this camera stuff looks a bit ropey. It's not usually this bad. And like I said, as you can see, the enemies can't get past, and they will keep trying. They will just keep plodding forward. It's not, it's not a great touch, but so we have a decision to make. Do we take out this thing, or do we take out these two? I can't actually hit these two, so it's kind of got to be the tank. Might as well move further forward. Oh, I can now. I can hit them. He's. Let's not mess around with it. Let's just because he's critical. Oh right. So premonition. When I'm gonna get countered, I have a chance I will I will use premonition, which means I counter them, and stop them from attacking, which is, as you might imagine, fairly useful. Let's use one of hers. She's got impact, which I think, yeah, she'll still get an assist. So I don't know what will happen with him. I mean, what I could do is put him here. And do a back attack on this thing. Seems like a good idea, actually. That's worked alright. And hopefully you get to see that he's quite good at dodging. Yeah. What's slightly annoying here is I could do with not wasting a turn on all of these, but or using 4 characters to take this out when 2 would do. But oh well. So will anyone back him up? Yes. Okay, so we'll use this one, take this guy out. Oh, that's too far away. And she should be able to finish this guy off. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to show you. So he's took a hit. That's fine, because what I'm going to show you is if I switch to him with his link ability. If I heal, it should heal my character as well. Not that he needs it, but it should do.
Over here. More. Even more.
There you go.
Let's begin.
And I'm tempted to. I hope we don't kill this. Well, maybe. No, we won't. Right, good. So, what I want to do is... So he's already took a turn. If I use defer, transfer turn to an ally who has acted, transfer uses sanity. So, I don't need to do this. I should just let him get on with it. Cause it's unnecessary, but I can then move him again. I get a full turn. So if you need to heal multiple people, for example, you could use your healer in one area, and then use one of those people to give him another turn, and then the healer can go again. That's kind of the use of it. But the sanity is so it gets eaten so much by your actions and taking damage, and the fights, as you can see, they aren't long. They're not huge, drawn out affairs, so you don't spend a lot of time. It just isn't worth it. You might as well just use an item. You're not gonna, you're probably not gonna allow your character to lose all their sanity, but you're also if you do, it's such a cost that you just don't. It's not something you want to do. I don't know. It's a level of depth there that I don't think you get the chance to use. I don't think the fights are drawn out enough. So this is the experience thing, experience screen. I don't know that anyone. Well, a couple of people leveled up, but the B team will also level up. Well, get experience, even though they weren't in the party. So the people with weight next to them were the 3 people removed from the party. So this is how you know who in your, or if you have the traitor in your group. So I don't know if it's going to change. Yeah. So one of the things I'll say is, just because basically what you're looking for is red text. If there's red text, that is someone's dark thoughts, and you get 3 people over the matches who will have these dark thoughts. They aren't necessarily tied to the portrait that they appear over. Seems to be the way.
Okay.
And after you do a mission, you get asked, so who's the traitor? And I don't know if you saw before, but it was they were all going to vote out the army guy that I quite like. I think he's all right. They were going to vote out him. The traitor, unfortunately, is Hamano. So we might get someone else ask us as well, because it sort of builds up. It gives you multiple chances. Oh, it's her. I don't know whether to tell her. Well, it's you. I know it's you. So I don't. I mean, does it have an effect? Well, we got a bit of different text, I guess. So I've had a huge effect there, as you can see. She's voted for me because I've I've pissed her off. So yeah, with safe though, it's definitely her. And we can probably level what we can level up because it's glowing. So we'll go into the gifts menu, and she has some points. We might as well spend some points for her because, you know. So what's ignition do? Ignition, each fire-based attack you perform. Blah, no. So we need to spend a point with her because let's get frost mastery. I have no idea what deep freeze. Well, I don't know that we're going to unlock any, but I might as well. I mean, icicle strike, wind spite. I don't know that it's worth it because we're not going to get to use, you know. So Hellfire Miracle means we can unlock lava. No, we can't. It's tempted just to go with that, really. So you see, we unlocked this as a bonus, and if we had the winter stuff, I don't know what to do with this. So she's got burn, fire-based attack, searing blast, firestorm. The problem with these ones where it deals damage to all the targets around you is great if you're surrounded by the enemy, not so great if you're surrounded by your own team. So it doesn't get used a lot, but might as well spend the point there. What's he got? So he's got magnet wall. He gets circuit, most targets, agility and movement. It's probably fairly useful. I could do with improving his magnet field. So yeah, making him more of a tank is probably good. Ideally, we'd have unlocked the bonus stuff as well, but oh well. So that's a melee attack, torpedo fist. Haven't really used. I'm kind of tempted just to keep throwing her at fortify, so that she is just a tank. And hopefully there's not too many others. You don't need to see me do all this. Fires a shot that cannot miss is tempting. Okay, yeah. Lowers sand cost when you or linked ally use defer on anyone. Okay. And what has he got? So this is a teleport guy. I've not seen him do this yet. unless it just raises his avoidance. So that doesn't cost me anything, so I might as well get it and just see what happens. And that's it. So so yeah, that's Lost Dimension. Sorry, the end bit there was a bit pointless, but that's kind of how it plays, and like I said, I'm really enjoying it. I think the weakest part of it is the narrative, because it is an interesting setup, but it is kind of... I'm assuming I will find out why the guy called The End wants to destroy the world. I'm assuming that's part of the story that'll come. I don't mind that. I don't mind being in the dark about that. I don't mind that he clearly recognises Sho and doesn't like him, and there's going to be something revealed there. That's good. All that is good. What I have a problem with is I've no the motivations for why is there a traitor every floor? Why aren't they traitors on the first floor? Or if they're going to be a traitor on the third floor, it makes no sense. And the motivations for it are never, or certainly so far I haven't been delved into. It's just like, oh yeah, you're right, yeah, it's me. Bye. That's kind of it. So it's a shame I couldn't show you the vote part of it, but I'll leave that for you to discover. I will say that so far I'm really enjoying it. So I obviously I need to play a bit more. But yeah, obviously don't take this as official because it's not a review. I need to play a few more hours clearly. But yeah, it seems good so far. So yeah, thanks for watching. Come and visit us at bitparade.co.uk. There are other videos on this YouTube channel that it needs a bit of a tidy up because there's sort of live stuff that's been left there and things. But feel free to have a look around, and yeah, like the video if you like the video. I hope it's been of use to you. I hope you found it interesting. Like I said, the last bit maybe wasn't great, but yeah,